Welcome to another edition of the Nightly News. Good evening, Ted.
It is a good evening. You know why? Because I'm an American dreamer and I'm cocked, locked, and ready to rock the Glock around the clock, Dr. Spock. So I'm aim small, miss small in everything that I do, especially the Nightly News.
You know what, Ted? I think most of the people that are listening to the Nightly News are probably more informed than less informed, and that's why they're tuning in. So I'm going to assume that all of our listeners know who George Soros is.
Whoa, yeah, him and Satan.
Yeah, well, George Soros is pledged to spend $125 million this year during the midterm elections. And this is the same George Soros that backed all the attorney generals that are for not prosecuting felons, early release, no bail, really planned recidivism, as you talk it in terms of that. And defund the police. So what's your take on what people can do to combat the likes of the George Soroses that are spending $125 million on anti-American, anti-traditional American value candidates?
Well, we've proven it in the past, Keith. You know, the enemies of America spend a lot of money to get the enemies of America elected. And historically, little simple things like we the people paying attention to our local politics, local agendas, local espionage, local tyrannical agendas, and showing up and outvoting the opposition, the evildoers, shall you say. And evildoers can be identified as anti-constitutional, anti-10 commandments, anti-individual freedoms, anti-Second Amendment, pro-censorship. I mean, the indicators are easily recognized and identified. I've seen the leftists and the America haters spend many millions of dollars on a campaign in local elections, and for naught, as we the people identified their evil agenda and we outvoted the other side. So there's many examples of this. I bet you could find an example of citizens who pay attention and actually perform their number one responsibility as Americans to exercise their self-evident, truth-driven experiment in self-government. And so he may have a war chest, but when we can so easily identify that war chest backing dangerous, tyrannical, genocidal, anti-freedom, anti-American agendas, then let's rise up and let's show up en masse to the voting booth, demand honest, legal, American-only voting, and let's beat these punks. Who doesn't see this? But you can't just see it. You must engage. We have to neutralize them at the voting booth and get in candidates to support God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, law and order, safe streets, the Second Amendment, real First Amendment rights. And when we do that, they cannot spend enough to beat us. Plus, it's an extra bonus of happiness knowing that they wasted all that money. So let's do that. Let's make sure that we outvote them. That's why I celebrate huntthevote.org, huntthevote.org, and hunternation.org. Please, everybody, join us at hunternation.org. It's not my organization, but it's one the Nugent family believes in, where God, family, country should direct policy in America to keep it America. That's what we're doing.
It's awesome. You know, I think about when you were talking, I was thinking about Paul Revere and his midnight ride. Didn't cost a nickel. And he went out and one person told two people that told four people. And next thing you know, the king is no longer our king. And that's exactly how you do it. You mentioned huntthevote.org. Great place to go. Find out about the elections in your state and how to register. Make sure you're registered, so on and so forth. And then, of course, hunternation.org. I might give myself a little plug tonight, Ted. I'm doing a bunch of writing on hunternation.org, just some wholesome stories. And I know you write there as well. Yeah, and you write there as well. So it's a great place for hunters. And the reason Hunter Nation is in existence, Ted, is because we found hunters historically as a block don't vote. Let's fix that. Go to hunternation.org, use the tool at huntthevote.org, and come back again tomorrow night. We'll have some more The Nightly News. Thanks, Ted. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, back at you, Keith. I am The Nightly News full time.